Freedom. What is freedom? Freedom means to be nobody. Without any definition, without any codex, without future and without past. Without any role, simply to be who you are, which is vast, empty, alive, love, not a man, not a woman, no duties to fulfill. This is freedom.
And it's not like that you have to get to freedom, so that you have to get rid of your rules, you have to get rid of your definitions. You don't have to do anything. You can recognize the definitions in your head and you don't touch them. Because you know already that being somebody never gets you to freedom. It's not that somebody gets to freedom, it's that you realize that you are nobody. And this is exactly what's happening in satsang. That you can be nobody here. It's so easy. You can be nobody.
You can be who you are, which is nobody.
You can just throw away all these roles. And immediately there is bliss here. It's amazing. You didn't have to get to bliss. You didn't have to get to peace. It's just when you rest here in satsang, everything is gone and you realize yourself as nobody and you are happy. That's it. And satsang is always here. So in your life, there is not one moment when you don't have the possibility to stop and see what is here. You have the capacity to stop and just forget everything. You know, to have these pauses in your day. Because of course, these everyday things, job, family, friends, whatever, they are all happening. But you always have the possibility to pause. And see what is it that's going on right now. Oh, some idea? Forget it. Oh, I lost what I realized last time. Also forget it. Always a new start.
And this is actually quite easy. To be somebody is difficult. Let's work to create this image of, I don't know, businessman, businesswoman, good mother, whatever, good husband, partner. There are things to do. And then we try to figure out what this other one wants actually me to do, so that he likes me, or that my role is fulfilled in his opinion. This is work. This is difficult.
This is difficult. Oh my God, you have to read the other one's thoughts, or what do they want from me, so that they will like me, or I will be safe. They will not attack me if I am good. But if you are willing to be at peace and have these pauses and stop, then everything happens so naturally. Then of course these roles appear, but you don't identify with them. You don't step into this somebody who wants something, because you know that it's not real. You know that it's made up in our mind, from our conditioning, from our parents, from our education, society, what they want from me, what the world wants from me, what I want from myself. I should, have safety for the future. And we think that if we follow this somebody, that will give us safety. But that's not true. There will always be these tests, because that's the nature of the world. Or in yoga terms, it's called prakriti, which comes and, like, you are almost like at peace, and then comes a challenge. Again, you are again at peace, and then, or you are like, everything is great, and then again something comes. And then the next reaction is, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Because they are still coming. Probably I'm doing something wrong because they are attacking me. No, this is the nature of it. But you can decide if you take part in the game, if you react to this. These are just tests. And if you stop in the middle of the test, then you discover yourself even deeper and deeper. Because then again, wow, I caught it, You can catch these misidentifications. Then you catch it, Okay.
And you can catch yourself in the moment when you try to figure out what to do to make the best decision so that the family is happy with me.
And then you thought that you did the best thing for the family, and then it turns out that it was all wrong. You are, how do you call it? You made the mistake actually, or you caused the whole thing, and then you were like, what? I wanted the best.
For everyone.
I knew it. Or at the job or whatever, and something goes wrong, and like everyone is causing you that you did something, and you're like, oh, again. And again you didn't get it.
Is this familiar?
This is so funny. I mean, not funny because it's suffering.
It's painful.
It's painful.
But it's part of realization to see through this.
And that's why we are here together, because we are saying yes to this truth which is here, and the only truth, which is always free, which is always full of love. And we strengthen each other to say no to these attacks. We are inviting you, and we are inviting each other to rest in this love, in this emptiness that you are. And this is your birthright. As Papaji would say, this is your birthright to be this. You are this. Or the other metaphor which I sometimes also use from Papaji, is the same like, what you do with the attacks from the world is you put your stack down into the middle of the river. So you don't go with the flow. You don't go with the flow. It's not that kind of teaching. You don't go with the flow of the world and now there is a spiritual flow and that's not. No, you put it down and you know what's true. That there is this moment which is everything in it, and this is what we want, what everyone wants actually, but they don't know it. So if you want to share something or ask something, you can always put up your hand or unmute.
You can unmute yourself and
Oh, yes.
Okay. I would like to share. I hear myself double.
Oh, really? What shall we do? Still, maybe we are too loud.
And now?
Maybe. Now, is it better?
Echo.
echo.
I don't know. If is it on our side? Wait, I can try something. If I turn this
And now?
off, is it
The
better
same. No.
now?
Now, okay.
Ah, it's better.
Now, okay. Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I had to turn this off for original tone. Okay, I hope it's.
Okay. I would like to share 2 weeks ago. Adrian said something about enlightenment. I don't know exactly what it was, but after that, I heard this a few sentences, something changed in me, but not related to the enlightenment. I recognized that my relation to the worldly life changed because for a long time I feel no value for my personal activities or ideas or work or anything. I felt it has no sense to do. But
Yes.
it changed. I don't know how because logically is no connected, not connected this two topic, but I felt it was exactly from these sentences.
Oh.
For yeah, and it stayed with me. So I feel now it is a good oneness or yes.
Very good news.
And for today, what about US speaking? I have now these experiences that if more challenges arise outside, then I choose one. And I want to remember myself to stop. But instead of stop, I jump into a box. I feel so because when I step out from this situation or from my thoughts, then I find myself in a box, in a little, in a little everything. And I recognize it's okay, this is not the right place because my mind is so narrow and I am not on the right place. But this is very similar with the silence, but it isn't. I am sure. I close myself into a bubble, or I don't know what is it. And then I have more effort to come out from this bubble, but then I can stay and I can see what happened, and I can to be part of it without identification or like that. But the first step is always this jumping into this bubble, and this is very comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Because
interesting.
the happening is too big, then I have the possibility only with these two steps to come home or like this.
Yeah. And it's also like almost like instinctive, an instinctive kind of protection.
Yes.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah. When the topic is big, because it was about my death yesterday, and it was so big topic for me, and then I can jump only first into this protection. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's no problem, and you come out of this bubble or
Yes.
this box, and then you see you can be part of the situation
Yes.
fully without protection, without identification. Things are happening. You are
Yeah.
here. You take part. It's fine. You don't need this protection anymore. So it's no problem. It's okay. You see it. You see it clearly, and you realize, oh, for the first few moments, I need this protection, bubble, box, whatever. Okay. This is
It's very
this
wise actually.
conscious stopping,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're here in the moment. Things are happening. You don't take them personal. That's okay. That's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
So, and you know you can feel this. Is it good? Is it not good? Is it you don't need any confirmation if this is right or wrong because you know it. You can feel it
It's like
actually.
intuitively
Yes.
you do this for a while probably. I don't know. Then it will change,
Yeah.
or maybe it will open. But now, this body mind probably it needs this.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing for me is to hear that this is so conscious. How you describe it.
So you know it
Yes,
that it's happening.
there is something happening and this is too much for you, and then you take a step back, and then you create a protection field, and after a while this protection field gets loosened and you are here, and you don't need it anymore. It's perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Clear. Which words did you say?
Wise. Or what did I say? When?
2 weeks ago. And then Illy had this
Oh yeah, the
realization.
sentences. What did I say?
I will
That's what
see
I was
again.
asking. What did I say?
Yeah, I will see again the video because I am interested also.
But sometimes we hear something, and a few days later, sometimes later, something new is coming up, and in the first moment there is no relation between what we heard and what is revealed now. We cannot see the connection, but everything is connected somehow.
Yeah, but inside I felt it was known exactly that it was from this two or three sentences. And
Yeah.
I didn't remember on these sentences, but inside it was clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It can be I was so occupied with this spiritual effort, this not this practice, but this as a goal, and it was broken, and then remain only the life.
Yes.
That
I have
sounds
no
good.
other option anymore.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, it's good. So it's exploded this goal, this kind of spiritual goal, this idea or whatever concept,
Yeah.
and now you are just here in life.
yeah, so what is actually in the way to realize the moment fully?
Yeah.
All these
All
concepts
these imaginations,
of
what we heard
spirituality, of
somewhere.
It can be I wanted another life and it was destroyed.
Hmm.
This is what is it, what is it? And then I give myself to it.
Yes, this what's happening now.
Yeah.
This is what you have, and
Yeah.
what has you. It
yeah,
has you.
this is what is.
Yeah. And you see, you said this with other words, and they couldn't come in. For example, forget about it, and the person cannot be enlightened. It was not so powerful for me at this moment, and it was
And you had to hear it in another way. That's why it's
yeah,
important to talk about it in other words and
yeah,
how it
more
can.
hundred ways, and yeah,
Oh, I have this actually many times that I hear the same
mhm,
thing 10 times maybe, and after the 10th time, now I got it.
yeah,
Now it, I
yeah,
heard this so many times, but now I can
yeah,
understand.
And it's even it's deeper than understanding. This is like
yes.
a
But
insight.
You
it's
see?
interesting because before this, it's a conviction. I got it. I understand. For example, you said no goal. Okay, my mind answered. Okay, I don't make it as a goal, but I do it. And there is many ways to what we say to ourselves. Because I said always, no, okay, no goal, I understand, no goal, no goal, just I do it.
Yeah, this is just the intellectual understanding.
Yes,
And the
Yes.
mind finds a way
yeah,
to pass,
yes,
to go around.
yeah,
And then with all of a sudden, to see through it is different than understanding. Or it's
Yeah.
much deeper, it's much more.
Yeah. Then it cuts through too.
yeah,
But that's that's grace when it happens and how it happens. It's all grace. It's all not in our hands.
no,
Because also what I said, that's also grace, because how I said it and you heard it and then later it dropped, it's all also happening. It's all this presence, it's all this divine.
mhm,
And the more you realize it, that wow, I didn't do anything and it just dropped, then you can even more surrender to this presence or love or however we call it, like, oh, thank you. Wow, what a lucky life. Well, then you can feel that this is the the best, the happiest thing ever, if you can call it a thing. So nice.
yeah,
I'm very happy. So important to hear this, then hear to share these
Yeah,
reports.
This is supporting each other. This is proof for you didn't have to do anything for this. It just dropped. You realized all what's needed is emptiness, or is willingness.
The willingness.
The willingness to
this
see.
This desire for realization, for truth.
So it's actually easy. Too easy for the mind to grab.
So you were willing to give yourself to this, always this fire which is in you, like for this freedom, for this waking up, and you gave yourself to it. So that you were very steadfast. You are. But and then we can see that. But where does this desire for freedom come from? That's also from the same source, Yeah. Because how is it that? So that's also grace. How is it that not everyone out there has this desire to stop suffering, to find real happiness? That's also grace in us. How did we come here?
How on earth did we end up here? In this community.
In this.
Talking about silence.
Very nice. You look very nice. Happy. And Gabor didn't come, or did I let him in? No, I didn't. He didn't come. Gabor is not here.
No, he didn't find the link.
Come on.
Come on. I mean, also on our website, you can give him the link. People of the past, like you.
Yeah.
Technical.
But Gabor is good in these things usually. But who cares? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can take you. Okay. Can you hear the computer now? The computer fan?
No.
Oh, cool. Okay. A little bit.
Okay.
You can. Sylvie can. Oh.
We have to work on this.
We have to work on the technical things all the time. Maybe I can.
Yeah, let's leave it now for the moment. Honey.
It was good. Yeah.
Absolute silence.
Yeah. It is an endless investigation. This is really endless. You know, we have this great experiences, like you now told us, and then after a while, it seems that we lose it again. We find ourselves in total mess, and then comes another experience and dropping deeper. It is can go like waves, up and down, and it really takes our willingness to stop and to see and check what's here, what's true, what do I want in the middle of everything, any moment.
It's also a very good way to handle, an attack when there is an attack. I don't only mean that from the outside, someone talks to you or says something, but inside, maybe comes up an old story or a new story, something which is triggering some kind of anger in you and or hurt, and you probably had this experience before, that then this story is just going on, and what did he say, or what did she say, and what did I say, and why didn't she, and how can I, and then it's going on, and you can feel how your mind is just going on and wants to fix this person, or wants to get ready or prepared for the next situation, how it will handle this whole thing. And it's just, time is just running. It can happen in the middle of the night because something happened like that, and there is this story going on. And then you can ask yourself the question that, okay, what do I want now? Do I want to fix this thing, which actually, you cannot fix it, but so do I want to fix this person or this situation and put this energy into it, or do I want freedom? And then when you decide I want freedom, then immediately you are in this peace, because then you know that actually the whole story is useless. Who cares if you can fix this person, if you can fix yourself or not? It will be all gone. It's a waste of energy, waste of your life, your time. When you just ask, what do I want? Do I want freedom? And then you just stop and you just smile. Oh, who cares? I don't react. I will not want to fix this. I give it to God, I give it to you. I want freedom. I give it to you, freedom. This whole problem. Take it. Like Gangaji always, not always, but sometimes sang this. Take it, take another little piece of my heart. That was something else, some other situation. But, so you give it to God, and then the next test is don't take it back. Give it to God. Give it to God. It will take care of it. You just, it's anyway, it's in God's hands, so to speak. It's in the divine's hands, in grace. And then it's, and then you don't waste your time with this worldly mess, arguments, games with people, you know, like the chickens, you know, this favorite thing, the chickens going on, taking themselves seriously. And you don't waste your time in that, but you rest in this freedom that is here, now. Sylvie, I'll put you out there. Hello.
Something goes around my mind when we are talking here about freedom. So, and I'm sure this is the right moment also for me to get this knowledge about the freedom. I've been thinking about it also and lately too much because of some job connection, and so my mind, which is more the intellect, told me that they are taking my freedom, they are taking my freedom. All the sentences went all around. And then, of course, somebody also advised me, don't be afraid of this, you will get also more freedom through these opportunities and through this. I mean, yeah, it's nice. And now I'm hearing all this freedom related things, but something is somehow stuck, is about job activities where you are really in a situation and you just can't say, I just let it go. Give it to God.
Let me interrupt you here.
Yeah.
There's one thing I want to say. You know, we have these wonderful reports from John of the Cross, who was a priest in the Middle Age, and he was prisoned. So, and he was really tortured and had a horrible time, and he was actually tortured to death. And during this period where he was in prison and tortured, he wrote letters, and these letters are full of love and peace and freedom and realization of his own self. So what I want to say with this is that freedom has nothing to do with the outside situation. You can realize freedom in a very, very stressful situation when the job is taking everything from you. You have no time. There can be freedom. The thing is, do you take it personal? Do you identify with the job? Who are you without this job? Or who are you with this job? The most difficult job can be done without taking it personal. Then it's no problem. When you identify through this job, then it's very important for you. You have to succeed. Otherwise, you are nothing. You are nobody.
This is
Very difficult.
this is exactly somehow, but it's nice that you have formed it now on another way, because at the beginning I had this feeling that it doesn't matter what I am doing in these activities. Of course, I have to solve problems, I have to do that and that and that, but this is not the real one. And even in this really hurtful situation can be found these peaceful moments where I can come to myself. And this is the practice what I'm searching also. So I know many options like this satsang can be also add something to it to achieve more and more or several times these peaceful moments during stressful situation. But there is. So I mean, it's a good confirmation also for me, better to say, all around these thoughts which are going around my mind lately. And now it was also nice, Harald, thank you for reform all this nobody, freedom, and all these terms.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't work or we shouldn't have a job which is difficult or take out. No. Maybe it's very, very good for you. Maybe you help a lot of other people, which is good. But this has actually nothing to do with freedom. This is just another level.
Just a job.
It's just a job, yes.
Activity, like just an activity, right?
You do it with all your heart. That's okay. That's fine. But that's not who you are. The job will never give you freedom. And in the moment, we start to identify with the job because the job gives us power or much money or whatever, or a social state, it's actually a bondage. It starts getting a prison. Because then we have something which we can lose. And we have to fight for it and work for it to get better and better. If we don't take it personal, it's a job. And we do it much better than actually. Most of the time. That's my experience.
It's good to hear. So this is really the only one secret. How to solve and come out in stressful situations. Even what I'm realizing more and more that in such a situation I am somehow like observer, and this is what I also say to myself afterwards. That was okay. Of course, you were emotional you were, I mean, talk to me. And you had this feelings, thoughts, and so on, and you were active. Your concentration was very active. Your attention, awareness, everything was very there. But somehow I could come out from this situation more and more often to be an observer from outside and do it, even if it's not good. Even I can see it when I cannot be an observer and I was stuck there.
And see, yeah, that's the awareness that you are conscious of it also when you are not succeeding to be an observer, and you are that awareness actually, which is also aware when the personal awareness cannot be, that present and that
Successful.
That's successful. So all the way, what is here is this awareness that you are, and that's freedom. See, that is free of these states, of these. Was I successful being an observer or not? So that which sees this is always free because it always sees everything. It's the seer, how Ramana would say that you are the seer. You are the seer, and that's always free. That person and the personal awareness, that's and the body mind, that's never free. They are this conditioned, and sometimes you can get better at things, or we can train the mind to be more conscious at this in these situations. But what's such good news is that what is free is always free. is your awareness, the awareness which is you, which you are, and that's amazing. So you can really then put your attention even more back into this I am, into this awareness, So when you realize in this job situation that, oh, now I could observe it, and oh, now I went into it a little bit more, and then, okay, you realize this, and you ask, and what realized this? What is this that realizes it? And then you fall back into this awareness that you are more and more.
Maybe this is missing, this one more step to come back in this.
And you are this knower. We can also call it, the knower that knows everything. That knows what's going on. You are always that. And that's freedom. That's the freedom. That's always free. And it's beautiful that you also have this desire, like I also know it from myself, and I think we all, that also on the personal level, we want to achieve more freedom. That's great. We can work on these.
That's healthy.
We can train the mind. We can, communication, whatever, at work. And it's beautiful. It can expand. But don't forget that freedom, which is really free, is always here. It's not there. It's not in the personal. Yeah. And then it's so free. And then it's so freeing to hear this.
It's beautiful, yeah.
It's so exciting. You can get so excited. Wow, yeah. I want to put my, so to speak, my personal awareness more back into this awareness, which is aware of all things and no things, which is love, which is empty, which is yourself. It's even now aware of your body, how you are watching us or hearing us. It's aware of everything, the sounds of the computer, whatever, everything. And at the same time, this is nothing, this is empty. Yes, and this comes through as we talk to you. And I can remember also when we met personally, this is so apparent in your presence. It's there. I mean, it's always there, but it's like you realized this, you know it. And now you have to give everything you have to enjoy it, you have to give yourself more to it, and I am awareness, I am, only just I am everything, which is aware of everything. And you can, and this is the kind of the meditation, that this is all the time. It's awareness. And it's so peaceful. And it's like curious, like you can also see it in your eyes, like, oh yeah, it's everywhere. It's here. Oh, what's your experience now?
It's vastness. So
Vastness, yes.
So it's going on. So
Oh yeah, we can feel it as well.
disappear, just expansion. How,
Yes,
yeah.
and this is such a lucky life. It's you are shining this vastness and everything, and nothing, and you can, yeah.
Yeah.
You just give yourself to it. It's here. It has you. It has you. I even have like goose shivers. It's like it's the presence is like coming through. It's here, and that leads your life. I mean, everything.
Who cares? Whatever.
Who cares?
Exactly.
Well, what?
Exactly.
And exactly, who cares? Who is that? Who cares? I mean, who is there? Is there anyone there who cares? Who cares? This is everything. This is this joy and love. Ah, it's and you just let more and more to take everything. Always. Thank you.
Thank you for
Oh,
being here.
so nice. So nice to talk to you.
It's
Thanks.
overflowing. It's
Yeah.
it's such an overflowing love. Thank you. I'm so glad we met. Yeah. And you can give the mind actually this task. You can send it out to see how vast is this, how deep, how bright, how wide.
Is there a bottom? Is there a top?
And it's so tender, such love. Thank you for this meeting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. May all beings be happy. May all beings realize this, who they really are. It's love and peace, emptiness, silent awareness, always open and loving. Thank you so much. Lots of love.
You wait.
You eat.